one of the toughest tracks in NASCAR to win at. You know, you got to survive 500 miles on a track that just is so unforgiving. You run as close to the wall as you can, make one little mistake, you make contact, your day can be over. So, you know, for us, it's you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect as a driver. You got to have great pitch strategy. Your pit crew's got to execute, and then you got to get through the lap traffic at the end of the race. So, a lot of big challenges to winning at Darlington, and if you can do that, you've earned it. This part of the season is the win here in Darlington in the spring race. You know, just an unforgettable moment for me and my family. Nice to see that success for our team, and you know, of course, you know, we've had a couple of close calls. You know, we almost won Indianapolis last week, and a couple weeks before that, we've been really close with the Coke 600 and Daytona 500, with being in contention to win all three of them, and different things happening to knock us out. So, you know, you got the good side, you got the bad side, and we're charged up and ready to finish the season strong. Now, I think what makes the energy at Darlington so special is it seems the fans that go there know and understand the history of our sport. And they love what the track stands for. They love the challenge. High-speed race. It's just a real grit track with fans that appreciate it. I think Darlington being on the schedule is kind of quintessential to NASCAR. You know, it's one of the oldest tracks in the sport. It kind of resembles or creates this mystique around what it means to be a race car driver and what it means to be in racing, with tracks that are really tough, that challenge the team, challenge the driver at levels that really differentiate. Yeah, you know, with where we're at right now with the RFK Racing, it's really wins are all we care about. Good finishes are nice, but we're willing to gamble away some good finishes for some wins, and I suspect we'll be doing that when we come back to Darlington. That'd be interesting, with Darlington being the last race before the NASCAR playoffs start. It's kind of the last chance to get your team in the playoffs, and generally what you see is some guys will take a little more risk, and we know what happens when they take more risks. That's usually more action and more crashes, so being ready for that's going to be important. Yeah, you know, winning at Darlington in 2018 with the Southern 500, that was a career moment for me. That was my first crown jewel win, and you know, that it really stood out. And after winning that race, it really hit me just how big it is to win an event like that. And you know, we call those races the ring race because you get rings for them. I'd love to have a second Southern 500 ring.
Yeah, that's a you know, it's hard. I mean, the one I won, it rained. You know, I never let a lap. I wiped the car out in practice, qualified last. You know, so I've been second a few times, and you know, it's that last 100 miles is kind of tough, and then just the fact that, you know, you always have to race a racetrack. I remember racing Jeff Gordon and hitting the wall and leading him, and then he took the lead and he hit the wall, and we all kept going. But I mean, it's just a difficult racetrack to race on. Just imagine racing 500 miles by yourself, much less having to race other people. So it's got its nickname, Too Tough to Tame, and for a good reason. And yeah, it's just one of those places as a driver you look forward to, because if you feel like if you do win, that's quite an accomplishment. You know, for Darlington to win a race here at Darlington is unique. It's so cool, and you know, I think that's just feather in your cap. And you know, to have Darlington for two races, you know, where some tracks have gone to one, and you know, but I think this is our, you know, it's just one of those tracks that just is, you know, stablemate. You know, I mean, you're gonna come here year in and year out and be be a racetrack that's, you can always not predict very well because you never know what to expect. I was here when my brother won his Southern 500, the first one and the second one. So I mean, for me, it's an amazing place, and you know, always love coming here. And you know, Darlington, just you know, when you think about the Southern 500, it's just one of those places that, you know, it's a challenge to get here and win.